Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. Let me check the sound. I got a new camera, so hopefully it'll look nice. It is a Logitech Brio, so it's a little different than what we've been used to. So it's a little clearer, and it's a wide lens, so I'm not so close up. Ah, let me just tweak a few things. Trying to get myself eye level. Do the best I can. Hi, Lion State. Oh, Rocky's behind me. Looking all beautiful on the camera. Rocky. Oh, I guess he's going to hang out. He's being so cute. Okay, let's see. Let me check my sound settings. Okay, the headset. I've got the sound cranked up all the way. My new camera. Okay, so welcome to this live show. Today's show is all about how to get lucky in love with your specific person. It's time to start manifesting those results that you want and you deserve with your specific person. It could be just a person in general too, but I know most of you are here for a specific person. So I say embrace whatever your desire is, and there is a route to it. And you'll get there. Persistence pays off. Slow and steady wins the race. So if you didn't know already, I'm Veronica. I am a manifesting coach. I'm a life coach based out of Chicago. And I specialize in relationships, but I also do all sorts of different things. Health, money, success, anything you want coaching for, I can help with. Again, today's topic is a specific person, but if you have a different sort of question, I'll just be taking questions at random. If you are watching a replay of this video and you want to take part in the next live show, you can absolutely do so. Just hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon so that YouTube can let you know as soon as I go online live. I also announce it on my Instagram, so do follow me at VeronicaIsles. I announced it a few minutes in advance today as I was still setting up because I had to set up the new camera. Okay, and we're just going to take questions at random. Oh, one other thing. I hope you are enjoying my 25 Days of Christmas, which premiered yesterday. I am releasing one video per day at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, whatever time zone you may be in. It'll be a different time depending, but there's going to be one video per day, every single day until Christmas. 25 days worth of straight videos. And I hope that you are enjoying that. And there will also be live shows, of course, too. Okay. Oh, Padme just woke up. I guess it's a cat day. We've got all the cats. All right. Well, not all of them. Jon Snow, I don't know where he went. He's camera shy. Okay, how can I manifest my specific person? I think that's the million-dollar question. There are a gazillion ways you can manifest a specific person. I think it's important to remember that you're constantly manifesting in your world. You're manifesting everything at every single moment. So don't think that manifesting a specific person is weird, especially if they've rejected you before in the past or there haven't been any indications that it's actually possible. It is possible. When you desire something, it means it's possible. If you can imagine it in your mind, it is possible. So the easiest way to manifest a specific person really is just to visualize and daydream without any attachments whatsoever. Now, what that basically means is when you're imagining something in your mind, you're doing so for the pure pleasure of it. You're not doing so because you're attached to the particular result. You're not visualizing because you know it will equal the result. You're just visualizing because it feels good, because it feels wonderful, because like the idea of this person just gives you goosebumps and makes you feel all happy and wonderful inside. That's why you're doing it. Now, the interesting part is that when you visualize without any attachments, that's when the universe delivers fastest. That's when you accidentally bump into this person. That's when they decide to contact you and give your relationship another try. That's when this person magically asks you out, even if there's been no interest prior to this. That's when it all happens. But again, it happens best when there are no attachments whatsoever. So you do not need to take action other than just simply imagining it in your mind. You are imagining the beauty of what it is to be with this person, to be on dates, to have a life with this person, to enjoy this person's presence. That's it in a nutshell. Now, I know that obviously it's easier said than done. So if you are looking for more help, I have nearly 400 videos, and I want to say that probably 75% of them are on a specific person. So you have just a plethora of things to choose from. If you are looking for more personalized one-on-one support, I do offer paid coaching, but it's not necessary. Like, you could just watch the videos and do it yourself, but it's always your preference. Okay. Oh, I want to say I do have a book. I found a paperback of this, so I just wanted to give it a shout out. Isn't it pretty? You can get it from Amazon. It is How to Get Your Ex Back in 25 Days. I initially started out with the theme of X because in my life it was always an X, but the same advice can work for a specific person of any nature. So even if you've never dated this person, that book can still benefit. And I do have it on PDF, Amazon, Kindle, paperback, whatever you like. Some people like to hold an actual book. Can I manifest a couple breaking up? Well, yes, but why are you doing this? You're probably doing this because one of the people in the couple is somebody you want to be in a couple with, and it would actually instead streamline you to the result you really prefer, which is you being with this person as opposed to imagining them breaking up. Because imagine it, like, or I guess take this into consideration. I said imagine way too many times. But if you manifest them breaking up, that doesn't equal them being with you. That just equals these people breaking up. And if you're just trying to manifest two people breaking up, then really, what is the point to that? If you want to be with this person, then imagine yourself with this person and let the universe handle the rest, handle the route, handle what it's going to take to get there. Because if you are with this person and you're in a relationship together, then obviously they have broken up with this other person. So streamline yourself to the result because you don't want them to break up and then your specific person to start a relationship with a new person. If you say, I want to manifest these two people breaking up, that doesn't equal the result you actually want. So take yourself out of the process of what you think has to happen to get to yourself to the goal and just put yourself at the goal and let the universe take the fastest, the best, the most amazing route, because the route that will get you the fastest, is actually one you've never considered. It's one that you don't know of, one that you've never thought of, and one that is quicker and better. And in retrospect, you'll be like, wow, this was better than anything I could have imagined. It's fine to imagine potential ways of getting there too, but don't be attached like this is the only way it can happen, because that's when you start getting doubts, you start getting fears, and you start prohibiting yourself from getting where you would otherwise get super easily. I do want to say one of the things I'm going to manifest is a better backdrop. My backdrop is sort of messy, but I have it that way for my cats so that they can be all comfy and cozy. But I do think for videos, I do need to manifest a better backdrop. I obviously manifested this better camera. I'm loving it right now. It's so much better than the old one. The old one, I was kind of fuzzy, I was kind of grainy, and this one is just so much better. I don't know if it's coming better on your screen too, but it's so much clearer. Like, I feel like I've entered the next level. So now I just have to manifest a better backdrop. But I will. I'll get there. It's a work in progress, and I think that's important to remember about manifesting is that you get a little bit at a time, and you gotta be grateful for every single step that you get. One step closer. Love the cats. Thank you. They love you. I am going to be releasing cat manifesting videos. Now, I don't mean manifesting cats. I mean cats. My cats are going to explain the art of manifesting. It's going to be really exciting. And a few of you requested that. So I don't remember exactly who sort of brought it into being, but I feel like several of you just kept saying to make videos of the cats. So I figure why not? It'll make me laugh. And hopefully it will show a new way of manifesting and streamline it and hit a different part in your brain that will make that light bulb go off. Okay. SKCK. I'm suffering. Please help me. I love her a lot. I want her back in my life. I gotta scroll. Oh, wait, they posted it again. I want her back in my life. Can I get her back in my life? Can you help me? Yes, you can get her back in your life. Yes, I can help you, but you also just need to help yourself. I can only give you the advice. I can sort of point you in the right direction, but ultimately it's going to be your job. And yes, you are absolutely capable of doing this. There is no one with magic powers. We all have magic powers, so to speak. um, If you are suffering, then there is the first issue. You need to stop the suffering because suffering implies that she is not in your life and she is rejecting you and you are struggling and you don't want any of these things. You want to be with her. You want to feel the comfort of being in love, being wanted, being validated, being appreciated. Now, you need to give all of these things to yourself first. And I know when you're really, really suffering, that's usually the last thing that you want to hear. You're just like, give me what I really want. I don't want to do it for myself. I just want this pain to end right now. I mean, I've been there and I finally developed a technique that worked, that got me out of the pain and into the goal. And the thing you have to do first is you need to be your own savior. Like this other person, the specific person can't save you from the pain. The pain ends within you first. And when you can end that pain first is when she's going to come in and she is going to adore you and kiss you and she won't be able to take her hands off of you and she'll want to be with you forever. She'll never look at anyone else. She'll just be so captivated by you and just give you so much more love than you ever even asked for. But it's up to you to end the suffering right now. She can't end it. I can't end it. Only you can end it. And you have to choose falling in love with you. And when you choose to fall in love with yourself, that's when the other person rushes back with open arms, apologizes for everything they did, apologizes for ever rejecting you. And that's when things change for good. But again, it's the change within you first. Everything in your outer world is a direct reflection of the inner. Now, there's always that time delay. So we always have to remember that when we decide on the new outcome, there is going to be a time delay. There's going to be a little window of where it hasn't quite completed yet. We've changed inside, but the outer hasn't caught up to us yet. But it will. And it's your dedication, your commitment to that new result that is going to get you there, that's going to get her in your physical world. But again, you need to fall in love with you first. You can't expect her to, welcome you with open arms until you've done that for yourself. You need to validate yourself first. You need to prioritize yourself first. You need to become your own champion, your own hero, your own victor. You need to fall in love with life. Find things in life that make you happy. Don't put your happiness on hold because she's not with you. I hope that could help. Now, I know that that's hard to hear when you're suffering and you're like, just get me out of this pain now. Give me the magic pill. I don't want to do any work. I don't want to do that. We'll be stubborn. Like your ego mind or your stubborn mind will be like, no, I don't want to do that. No, 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 no. And decide, where do you ultimately want to be? Do you want to be in the suffering or do you want to be at the goal? So why be stubborn? Let go. Embrace love. Love yourself. Don't be like, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. Why reject it? Why not at least try? Even if you're skeptical, why not just at least give it a go and see what happens? Give yourself an honest try at it, and the results will probably blow your mind, and you'll be like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why was I stuck in all of that suffering when I didn't have to be stuck in suffering? Why was I there? I don't know why we do that to ourselves. It's the journey of life. We like to pretend we're not the creator. We like to say, no, we're not that. It's outer circumstances that are ruining our life. It's not me. It's not my beliefs. It's not what I'm doing. It's the other thing. We like to blame everybody else. I'm not saying to blame yourself because self-blame does no good, but decide this is a fresh day, a fresh start. And if you fall down, just pick yourself right back up. Like the universe, alignment doesn't require perfection. It requires you to try and to be that way most of the time. Not 100%. No one is 100% positive or 100% perfect. Not even me. If anyone tells you they are, they're lying. No one is. No one. Not Abraham Hicks. Not any of these gurus. They're just not. No one. No one is perfect. It just doesn't happen. We're constantly, tempted with fears. We're constantly tempted with circumstances and doubt and anxiety. And it's how you work through those things. That's how you do it. I thought someone was calling me, but it was just a reflection on my book. Sorry. I interrupted my thought. Jon Snow is coming over. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, the snowman is here. He is so fluffy. Seriously, he was not this fluffy when I first got him. He has been growing and he's going to join the video. This is rare. Something good is going to happen. Seriously. He is like, he's so camera shy. And here comes Rocky too. So it's a triple threat. So that must mean that we're all in alignment and wonderful things are going to happen today. And the sun just came out and it's amazing when you feel that way. But seriously, he's like a chia pet. I don't know if you remember those chia pets. Maybe they still sell them, but it's that little animal. And then you, there's Rocky, and then you put those seeds on the chia pet and then the chia pet grows and sprouts all of the stuff like he has hair. I don't know what kind of animal he is. That is what Jon Snow is. He is fluffy, fluffier than fluff. And he was not that big when I got him. But that's what love does. If you've ever rescued an animal from the shelter, you know that they come alive once they are in your home and as they blossom and flourish in their home environment and as they get that love, they just bloom and they become their best selves. And we should learn a lot from animals because love and nurturing can make us blossom into our best selves ever. But you need to give yourself that love first. Like you can't expect someone else to give it to you. You need to give it to you, and then you will flourish, you will blossom, you will grow fur like Jon Snow if that's what you want. You'll just fluff all out. Okay, so if you're just joining me now, we are talking about more than just cats, but I do love my cats a lot. And when they enter the picture, it's hard for me to resist talking about them. And Veronica, thank you for joining me today. You are watching a live session, or maybe you're watching something recorded. I have a new camera, which I'm really excited about. If you want to be a part of the next live show, because there's going to be many, you can do so. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, and YouTube will let you know. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I always want to say subscribe to me on Instagram, but it's not, it's follow. Follow me on Instagram, VeronicaIsles. And I do announce it there as well. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching if that's something you want to do. VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. Okay. Where were we? Block somebody for spamming? No, I don't want to block anybody. I just say, let's all be polite and nice and not spam. But you know what? If I am in the process of answering your question, it is nice actually to spam it at that time because there's so many things that go by that sometimes I lose them. So it's fine to do it then. But let's not block anybody. Let's just all be nice and kind to one another. Let's all give that person a hug in our mind. They just want their question answered. It's no problem. It's okay. I try to get to everyone. Okay. My crush has ghosted me. Okay, let me try to get back to it because it's leaving. It's leaving. Rao Reiki. My crush has ghosted me. He doesn't interact with me on social media. He only did when he sent me an invite. When he sent me an invite to me so that I like his job. Otherwise, he acts weird and cold towards me. Well, first of all, I'm sorry that your crush is acting weird and cold towards you. That doesn't feel good. I think, again, and I feel like I've addressed this in other videos, and I do plan on doing a meditation for ghosting because I know it affects a lot of you. And I know I've been ghosted even before they had that term ghosting. I think when it was happening to me, there wasn't the term ghosting, but it's when someone ignores you. At least I think that's what it means. I think that, again, you need to make yourself more important. Whenever someone's ignoring you, it usually means you're ignoring you, because that's what they're doing. That's what they're showing you. They're so readily able to ignore you and sort of make you feel small and make you feel like you're garbage. And that usually means that you're giving them too much importance as if they're more important than you. So in essence, you're kind of treating yourself like garbage because you're saying, I have to get this message from this person or otherwise I'm not okay. It sort of validates your happiness, your ability to feel happy when this person reaches out. But you should feel okay first. Like this person should only be the icing on your cake. They shouldn't be the substance of your world. And if they're becoming the substance of your world, then you're forgetting yourself and thus somebody's going to ghost you. It happens every single time. When he's acting weird and cold towards you, just be your radiant self as if he was acting wonderful towards you. If he was acting wonderful towards you right now, like you would feel radiant, shiny, wonderful, bright, brilliant, like I don't know, like a glorious diamond or rhinestone or something super sparkly. That's my point. Like, woo! It would feel like, wow. So be that way first. You set the standard of what is going to happen next. You don't have to react to the way that he's acting towards you. And, he sent you an invite so that you could like his job. Well, that blows. That sucks. But imagine that he could send you something better. Imagine that he can interact with you on social media. If there's anyone that currently is interacting with you on social media, use that as an example that your crush can also interact with you in social media. I think a lot of times we place a crush on this huge pedestal. Like they are this dreamlike entity that we are reaching for. Like, it's a bubble above us and we're like grabbing it. It keeps slipping away, slipping away. Like, give it to me, give it to me. No. Like, imagine that you're part of their bubble. I feel like I made a video on that, but I don't know which one it was. The bubble technique, where you're a part of it. They're not separate. You're not in two different bubbles. You're in the same bubble together, having the experience. This person is not dreamlike. They're not godlike. They're not greater than thou. A lot of times a crush we see on this huge pedestal as if they're this movie star, this prince, this knight in shining armor, this princess on a different galaxy. Like, woo, they're so wonderful. And if they just talk to us, our lives will begin. Our lives will have meaning. Our lives have meaning already. And your crush, when you stop putting them on the pedestal, they may lose their shine. They may lose their appeal. And I think sometimes we're afraid to have them lose that dreamlike idea or quality. But what's the point of a dream if you can't experience it? Like, it's only good to dream because then you get to have it. And you don't want to put them in this huge place where then they're ghosting you. Now, I would just write a new story and say that, this crush has been ghosting you, but it isn't because they're rejecting you. It's for some other reason. You're going to tell a new story that when they contact you again, they're going to apologize. They're going to beg you to talk to them, and they're going to make things up to you. Now, I've got a super chat. I didn't want to interrupt my flow, though. That's why I didn't acknowledge it. What does the super chat say? Luli memes. I feel like I've answered Luli's questions before. How do you create a self-love breakthrough? I cut off my SP because I didn't want to be just friends. I want them to chase me. And that's fine. Like, if you are in a current situation where, being friends with this person is actually physically hurting you, like you're feeling more sadness than abundance, definitely cut them off. Friendship is, though, a good basis for a love relationship. So the fact that you were friends, like, that isn't necessarily bad. So if you cut them off, have it be not that you're creating a negative action from sort of a negative emotion. You're doing it just because you want solitude. You want time to yourself to regroup, to really know who you are, know what you deserve, and know that you can be chased. And I would just rewrite the story with your specific person. Creating a self-love breakthrough. I mean, I think that if someone wants to be just friends, it's not necessarily self-love, because you may already love yourself, but you may not identify yourself as the romantic partner. You may identify yourself as just friends. You may reject yourself in some way. So look at other people who are wooed, who are being given romantic loveliness. You could look at movies, you could look at fairy tale situations, someone that's just being showered with all the admiration and being chased. And then realize this can be me too. Like, this type of person exists because it's possible. They're no different than me. We all have the ability to become anything, do anything, have anything. We could be everything positive and we can be everything negative and everything in between. We can become anything. And I think it's important to remember that you can be the romantic love interest. So rewrite the story like you're writing a script, and write you and your specific person as characters. You're characters in the story. And you are deciding on a new ending. Maybe maybe the old ending, the current ending in your world was written by, a writer that just sucked, and you're firing that writer from creating your life. And you're like, you know what, why was I trusting this writer that was writing such a, disappointing conclusion to my love story. I'm going to rewrite it, hire a brand new writer that excels in happy endings. I'm saying this figuratively. Obviously, you're not hiring anyone, you're just rescripting in your mind. But I thought it was kind of funny. So, you're hiring somebody that excels in happy endings and has written all of the happy endings. And that's who's writing in your mind right now. And decide on that conclusion, even if things still appear to be bleak with this person. You're going to commit to it anyway, because that's the new result that you want in your world. And who cares how long it takes? You're just going to commit to it. You're going to go about your way, go about your world, do your thing, find other things to feel good about, find other ways to feel confident. Don't rest all of your happiness on this person. Be you, be amazing, be awesome. Okay, I got to drink some water. Thirsty. How to improve self love. I don't want to feel self conscious anymore. I think everyone struggles with some self consciousness. Um, I think that improving self love is taking one step at a time. You need to be patient with yourself. It starts with your self talk in your mind. Like maybe you're still self conscious, but you can at least comfort yourself through it and say, you know what, it's okay. This isn't going to happen overnight. I'm going to take things one step at a time, and I'm going to keep trying to bridge myself to this place of feeling confident. And there's Rocky. He wants my water. He's not going to get it. And you can take one moment at a time and really just work with yourself. Pretend like you're your new best friend, like a big sister or big brother. I don't remember if this was a male or female. But you are like being the helper. Like, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to change these qualities about ourselves. We're going to embrace self love. And it's going to be one day at a time. It's going to be one moment at a time. With every step, I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to feel better and more radiant about myself. And I'm going to trust that I will get there, because it really just takes willpower. And it's amazing how if you set your intention for something, the universe will send helpers. Like maybe you're just helping yourself in your mind, but maybe you will actually attract a real mentor in your life who will help you with these issues. It's amazing how the universe actually physically sends people. I know when I started my weight loss journey, 17, 18 years ago, and I was like 300 pounds, trudging along the road, exercising myself overly, like needlessly, like trudging. And this girl just appeared on a bike. And she was like, I see you walking this path every day and you look like you're trying to lose weight. I mean, obviously it was obvious. I was severely overweight and exercising myself like to death. And she's like, I want to show you an easier way to weight loss. She was all thin and trim and 140 pounds. And she just told me about how she just lost 5 pounds and she was so excited about it. She introduced me to a book on food combining, which forever changed my world and assisted me in a 150-pound weight loss journey. Now, the universe just sent me it. She was like an angel just on a bike. She just rode her bike, all excited to show me this book. Like she was just acting in a caring way. She had nothing to gain from telling me this. She just felt bad for me and was like, hey, I'm going to help this person because I've got some knowledge that she doesn't have. And she just helped me. And likewise, I think we should assist other people as well. So if you see a person in need and you have some information that you think could help them, feel free to share. Even if they don't take it, do it anyway, because maybe they'll understand about it later in time. Maybe it doesn't resonate with them fully right now, but maybe a year will pass and they'll be like, I remember this person. I remember when they told me this. And wow, that information really resonates with me now. And wow, this is really helpful. Oh. Someone said thank you with the heart. You're welcome. I have a new shirt today. I'm going to show it off. Just came in from Redbubble. Oh, I don't think I can position it. Can I show it? My boobs kind of block it. So it's actually Angelique from Dark Shadows. Ah, but my boobs kind of block it, so it's hard to see. Ah, there she is. So I'll pull it down a little bit. See, otherwise you just see boobs. Ah. I love Laura Parker. She played Angelique. I intend to meet her one day. So if anyone knows her or just wants to get the word to her, I want to meet you. I want a picture with me and Angelique. Also the Angelique that was in the 1991 revival Dark Shadows series. Lizette Anthony. I want to meet both of them. I do. Okay, how to manifest a dream job. I've actually made a video on this, and it's really honestly the exact same techniques that I kind of use for a specific person. It's about being welcomed into a situation and knowing you belong there, knowing that it's where you're meant to be, and waking up every single morning in the assumption that you're going to work at this new place, even if you don't know exactly where it's at. You may have a specific job in mind, or you may just have an idea of the kind of job you want. But you know you're worth X amount of dollars. You know you're worth this kind of work. You know what kind of job you want. Whether or not you're trying to, land in the entertainment industry, maybe you're trying to get a business promotion, maybe you're trying to, I don't know, work at wherever. We all have our dream jobs in mind. It could be anything. And I think that you deserve, if you can imagine it, it exists. Even if you don't have the qualifications, even if you don't have the training, maybe you don't have that particular degree. It doesn't matter. People make exceptions all the time. People hire people all the time that aren't qualified just because. So you can land it. It can be. Ah, uh, if your SP disappoints you, should you talk to him or forget about him? Well, I mean, that's so cut and dry. I mean, I think if someone disappoints you, you should ask yourself, do I still want to manifest better from this person? Because you could manifest an apology. You could manifest them making it up to you. You could manifest them doing the complete opposite of whatever they did to disappoint you. But do you still want this person in your life? And it's a personal preference. In any case, though, you need to heal from within what attracted you to getting that, to aligning with that disappointed energy, because you don't want to then have another specific person have them do the same exact thing to you. Now, I'm not saying you have to remain with that specific person because you can easily drop them and move on. But definitely in either case, you have to heal what is going on inside of you and what connected you with that disappointment. Usually it is the victim mindset. For some reason, as a human, we love to become the victim. We love to become the sorry one. We just gravitate towards that for whatever reason, the one that everyone feels sorry for, even though logically we don't want it. It's just like in our nature to slip into those patterns. And I even have to be careful myself. Like at times, falling into those past victim mentalities, which I had so many of them, that I was the loser in love, that I had to struggle in terms of money, that I couldn't travel anywhere. I could never take a vacation. I had to work every single day of the year, including holidays. Like I had this mentality that I had to work on Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, New Year's Day, even my birthday. Like I remember I thought I had to work every single day of the year to get by. Never go anywhere, never do anything, never get anything special, just to get by. That was who I identified with, this horrible victim. And, I continued to raise what I felt about myself. It didn't happen overnight. I didn't go from where I am now, that place that I was in 15, 20 years ago. Like it took progression of time. I'm not saying it has to take you 15 to 20 years because a lot of it was trial and error for me. Like I was experimenting and figuring things out little by little. Like I didn't have anyone to watch on YouTube. Like seriously, it's so much more helpful to be able to have YouTube and to have people that you can look up to that have like been through and done these things. Like there's so many people offering advice that works. Like back in when I was trying to figure things out, I went to the library and I took out a few books and I was like, and they were like old books from like the 50s and stuff. And, I didn't discover Neville Goddard. Like that happened on the internet. Um, I mean, back in the times of libraries, you were lucky with whatever you kind of blundered upon. It's basically word of mouth, like how I found out about that diet book. Like that was word of mouth. Like you just sort of attracted it. So, I mean, the fact that it took me that long, it was because I was discovering and learning, but now I've sort of streamlined everything and compacted it into these videos. All of this advice comes from personal experience. It all works and it can help transform your life, whether or not it's love, money, anything. But you do not have to be the victim. And that's why I always say to trash all those old victim memories of when someone hurt you, someone let you down, even if it's from childhood. Maybe your parents abandoned you. Maybe they, forgot your birthday. Maybe they, you didn't get chosen in class. Maybe you, didn't win a particular contest. Whatever situation made you feel bad inside, revise it and move on. Don't continue to hold on to those memories. Like, we don't play the happy memories enough. Like, I'm sure you have happy memories in your life of times when things went well in a relationship, but what do we remember? We don't remember that part. We remember the breakup. We remember the hurt. If you got 29 positive compliments and one negative bit of criticism, what are you going to remember? You're going to remember the 29 good things. You're going to harp and focus and like fixate on the one bad bit of criticism. Even if you got 2,900 positive compliments, you'll focus on the one bit of criticism and it will like leech onto you. For some reason, we leech onto the negative so freely and it doesn't serve us any good. Okay. I hope I hope this could be helpful. I'm Veronica. I'm a life coach. If you are just joining me now, there's going to be more live sessions. There's going to be another one this week, but I'm not going to tell you when. You have to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and YouTube will let you know. You can follow me on Instagram, Veronica Isles. You can visit my website, VeronicaIsles.com, where you can get my personalized one-on-one coaching. You can email me at VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. I have 5 ebooks on Amazon. There is a paperback copy of one. What else did I want to say? 25 Days of Christmas is in progress. Tomorrow's video, I believe it's the one on boosting confidence and healing a relationship. That's a good one. It's actually a Skype interview, and you can win a free Skype interview with me by applying. So if you'd like to win something free, I love to give away free things. The link is in that video description. I think that's about it. I love you all. I'm wishing you the highest and the best. And I love this new camera. I'm so glad I got it. It's a keeper. Have a good one.